peeps, hey, welcome to Crafty Peep and welcome to Craftin Chat. And tonight we have over here, we have Jen with ShesCrafty on YouTube and ShesCrafty USA on Facebook. So go take it away, Jen. Introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, I'm Jen. As Tammy said, this is actually my very first going live on YouTube. I go live quite often on other social medias, but this is my first time on YouTube, so I'm super excited. So bear with me while I learn all the ins and outs. So I live in the city of sin and anarchy in Las Vegas, Nevada. I absolutely love it here. I have 3 dogs, a cat, and 2 ferrets. I live with my daughter and her fiance and my mom. I'm a founding creator with Magnolia Design Company, and with Magnolia Design Company, I was able to pay off 3 cars, 17 credit cards, and buy the home of my dreams. So I'm proud to announce that Tammy is officially a Magnolia Design Company creator with me. I'm super excited to have her. So she's going to show you a couple of cool things.
I just got I had this, y'all. Is that just the cutest? I haven't used it and I lost. You're Just My Type. Is that not adorable? So Jen gifted me that as well as all of that.
So those are the BEE mini stencils, and those are brand new. They just came out a couple of weeks ago.
I love them.
Aren't they cute?
Night. I can't see. Hey, Charlene and Stacy and Robin. Jen, the only way you're going to see comments is if you
I flip back to the chat.
If you have a second.
Yeah, if I go in and out, I can see. If I go over to the chat, I can see them. So.
Okay, good. So I got my box for being a Magnolia designer, and we are going to open it for the first time. Ooh!
So back when I started, the box, the starter kit was really tiny. Same price, but really tiny. Our humble beginnings. Sorry.
Ooh! I get a apron. Let's put that on.
Ooh!
I tell y'all to keep these bags. Anytime you get a Temu bag or a little bag with like a Ziploc, they're great for your solo flowers, your extra greenery, beads. All right, we are in business. I was live for a craft around the clock and somebody messaged me, so hopefully they're going to sign up today. She said she's
That's exciting. Building your little empire one brick at a time.
So will you get noticed before I get noticed if somebody signs up under me?
No, you will get noticed. I will not. And the only thing that I get notices for underneath you would be for birthdays and anniversaries.
All righty.
So a year from now, I'll be notified that she's hanging out.
So we've got black tags, a lot of them. Looks like 10, 12. And then we got
to be 12.
Unfuzzing or defuzzing mat.
And they call it a tacky towel.
A tacky towel.
Tacky towel.
A little sponge.
Stencil cleaner.
A little a base with a little slit. What do you do with that?
There should be a chalkboard that goes with that.
Okay.
Board and base.
This is like Christmas. Okay. this little banner that you can chalk on. How
Aren't
cute.
those cute?
Yep.
I need to get one of those for my daughter. She collects pins from Disneyland, and I want to be able to display them instead of on a lanyard.
Cute. All this depends on my toe stand. You can do the clear little vinyl on there. Drink in my hand, toes in my hand. So here's some good reading tonight. I got a little summer memories. And they just started. How long ago did you guys start with rub-on transfers?
In November.
It's a little suitcase.
So not quite a year. In fact, I'm going to be using one of our rub-on transfers tonight.
Aw, my heavenly little friend always said, "Hello, sunshine." Look at that.
Aww.
Oh. So here's some PR stuff. Join me, Magnolia Design Company. Magnolia. Cute. Are these stick? No, these are transfers to, or what do you call them? Not
Those are stencils. So this is a rub-on transfer. So we have both. We have transfers and stencils.
Start up,
Oh,
guys.
look how pretty.
Oh, there's that what that's for.
Yeah. And it can go vertical or horizontal. It's really snug.
All right, we'll deal with that later. There.
Probably being on a solid surface would make it easier.
Probably.
Phyllis is here.
Hi,
Hey, Tammy
Phyllis.
again.
I loved our visit. These are
Those
nice.
are stencil.
It says Magnolia.
Stencil scissors. Yeah, those are stencil scissors. And let me just tell you, they are the sharpest set of little scissors that you will ever find. They are amazing.
Yeah.
I have like 4 pairs.
So I have white permanent ink.
Wait,
Coat-
that should
black.
be paste. Oh no, that's black. That's black ink.
Oh, black
permanent ink.
Coal black chalk paint. And explain the difference.
Okay, so there's ink and paste, and the ink can be used on fabrics and ceramics, and it can be permanently heat set so that when you wash the ceramics or the fabrics, it does not come off. Where the chalk paste can, depending on the surface that you're using it, is considered to be semi-permanent. So the chalk paste can be, for example, taken off of your chalkboard surfaces. But if I, for example, use it on wood, like a painted wood, it would probably leave like a shadowing. So it's not as easy to take off of that type of surface. But if I paint a wood surface with like a chalk paint, then it would definitely come off of the chalk paint.
Gotcha. So this is permanent white, permanent ink, and chalk green. That's the colors of Magnolia.
Right.
Design.
So the difference in the lids, you can always tell the difference if they're the black. If you have black lids, that's the paste, and the white lids are the ink.
Ah. Wait.
It's gent proofed. It's dummy
This
proof.
says permanent ink and it's black lid.
Oh, they must have mislabeled it.
It's chalk brilliant white, chalk black, coal black permanent ink. Oh, they switched round.
The lids are definitely wrong.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. Quality control.
Quality control. Okay. See, if you weren't on here, I'd be confused. Our little, what do you call this?
That is called a mini squeegee.
Mini squeegee. And then a Magnolia Mister. Fun.
What's that
Fancy.
noise in the background?
It's hitting something back here.
It sounds like a small animal.
And something squeaking.
I'm
Now,
gonna check the chat, see if there's anybody commenting.
No. Just Phyllis saying hello to me and you. And Phyllis says, nobody's perfect.
Right? There's always room for human error.
Yes. Look at that fantastic box.
what's inside?
The packaging is fantastic. Like, I'm not kidding. When I first joined, I got 3 stencils, 3 chalk pastes, and a wooden board. It wasn't even a chalkboard.
Blackboard. I love it.
Yeah, that is our magnetic framed chalkboard. So you can actually stick magnets to it. So if you want to embellish with like some ribbon or any kind of little tchotchkes that are magnetic. So if you want to put a magnet on the ribbon so that it's not permanent and you don't hot glue it there, that's what I do a lot with my magnetic chalkboards. I love them.
Oh,
Craftalanche.
crap. Okay.
So many goodies.
And
Yeah.
do you have to, I saw somebody doing something today and she didn't wax her surface. And so when she pulled it up, the paint came up. Do you not have to do that with Magnolia? Oh my gosh.
What? Well, yes and no. I say when in doubt, wax it out. That's kind of like my motto. So I think that it's not necessarily a bad thing. But it just kind of depends on, it really depends on your surface and your technique. I like to live on the edge. I don't wax very often on my wood surfaces, but like I said, if you feel the need for speed, go for it. And
Thank you, Sandra.
yeah, exactly. And you don't have to wait for it to cure, which is nice. You can just do, Mr. Miyagi, wax on and wax off and go along your merry way and lay down your stencil. But the waxing does do a couple of things. One, it keeps your paint from peeling up on your stencil. It prevents your stencil from stretching when you do pull it up. And it prevents your stencil from adhering to your surface and destroying the stencil in any way. So like I said, I always say when in doubt, wax it out. I do have my Magnolia wax here. I don't think you got any in your box. How many of you have
sounds like a
catch-all?
pen.
Like you put everything into it, you toss all your goodies because you're too lazy to put it away. You toss everything into the box. I call it my catch-all. It's in the catch-all somewhere in here. See, I even have the stencil or the
wax.
No, what is this called? The tassel maker.
Ah, yes.
Here's my scissors that I didn't put away. Where is it? I might have it in the other bucket. I may have actually put them away where it belongs.
Tammy can't make the mister work. Is there a trick?
No, it should just add water.
I did. And I
Hold it down.
it's
Because mine works.
thought it needed primed. Okay, wait, there was one squirt. There it goes. Ah, misting. Yes.
Yeah, it's a very fine mist. Oop.
It's like luxury.
It is luxury. I don't know what I did with my wax. I must have put it back out into the she shed. But anyway, it's all natural beeswax. And then we have what's called a buff cloth, and it's just a little round buffing cloth. Always nice to have, but really and truly, any wax will work. I've been known to use Minwax, so if you already have Minwax, you can just use that. And I usually before we had the Magnolia wax, I would just use in the buff cloth. I would just use a microfiber towel.
Okay.
So, and I would just use the natural. So there's a couple of options for you. But the beeswax is nice because it doesn't have a smell. And if you're like me and you're prone to stinky smells and you don't like stinky smells, that's the nice part about the beeswax.
What about that kind of wax?
What kind is it?
A candle?
Just paraffin.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Ooh.
Take a little bit, rub it on there, and then buff it right off, and make it as smooth as you possibly can. So what are you going to be playing with tonight?
One of these little ones that you sent.
I'm going to be working on a butterfly, and I'm going to use, like I said, I'm going to use our rub-on transfer tonight.
What color are you making the butterfly? Not yellow.
No, it's right now it's just natural wood. So I'm going to paint the butterfly white because I'm going to use the transfer on it.
Okay.
These little tchotchkes that, so this is like the frame of the butterfly. And then I've got some filigree that I'm going to paint. But I'm probably going to do those in like maybe just like a black to just give it some some interest. But I don't know. This is not popping out. Oh, there it goes. One of these days, Tammy's going to have to get a Glowforge.
She's got no room for it.
Not anyone.
Look, and I can even use that for another project.
Cute.
What you need is for Dean to get a Glowforge, and then it can be stored in his garage, and you can just order whatever you want from him.
There you go. That works.
Dean's woodworking. He just lives down the street from Tammy. So
Yeah.
There you go. So how often do you go live on YouTube, Tammy?
I just started. This is our third week or second week? Third. It used to be every Wednesday, and now we're doing Craftin Chat every Thursday at 6.
So many fun things you've got in front of you.
Some permanent inks, black and white, and green and black chalk. I'm going to use these little wood planks from the Dollar Tree to paint white, and then we'll put black So I've got to order some more chalk or some more permanent. What do you use more of? More chalk or permanent ink?
I use way more chalk than I do ink. After nearly 6 years of stenciling, I'm still not all that great with the ink. I love it, but I'm a messy crafter, so I tend to like have stuff on my fingers when I peel up the stencil, and ink is very much less forgiving than the paste, so I ruin t-shirts and tea towels and all kinds of stuff all the time. So I try and look like a pro when I'm going live, but I'm really not. I mean, I like to think I am, but I'm just not good at it. So I don't try a whole lot.
Tammy has some off-brand chalk paste, don't you, Tammy?
Oh, I did.
Is that appropriate, or
you can here's the nice part about our stencils is that you can certainly use other brands with it. So if you have stuff in your arsenal, I say go ahead and use what you have before you buy more product, because nobody likes product to go bad. So I say use what you have, for your personal projects.
To dig it out, it's way over there in the rolling cart.
But you can actually use more than just, so I've used some products outside of our company. I've used torch paste. I've used etching cream with our stencils. So I made some Father's Day mugs for my brother and my brother-in-law this year on one of my other socials, and by using etching cream. So there's a lot of things that you can certainly do with our stencils. It's not, you're not just limited to the inks and the pastes.
Cool. So are they sound asleep tonight or what?
Huh?
I'm asking Potter. I don't see any more chat past Phyllis. I said,
they're sound asleep. You're right.
Wake up, people.
Please share it if you can, peeps.
All right. I think I put lotion on. Yeah. So I was on, yesterday was Wednesday. I thought that morning, I thought Craft Around the Clock slot was Thursday, and I was going thrifting with my daughter. So I got on my calendar and it was for yesterday. So I had to cancel the slot, and luckily somebody had to cancel their 11:15. And I'm not really grooving by 11:15, but I knocked it out of the park today with my little mailbox.
I had
Charlene said she's listening and learning. I think that's why everyone was silent. They were like, I'm just, because you were chock-a-block with information.
Yeah, I had a Craft Around the Clock episode today too, and I canceled it. My nurse hadn't come early enough.
How annoying.
Yeah. I have a home health care nurse that comes twice a week for my wound. I have a sore on the bottom of my foot. So rather than me having to go to the doctor, the nurse comes to me, which is really nice.
Hey.
But she hadn't come yet, and so I canceled, which always bums me out.
I know. Me too. But luckily I got to grab a spot. Oh.
Do you ever wonder to yourself, like, why so many of these gals or how they get so many spots? Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, is there nepotism over there? Or, I mean, what's the deal here? Like,
you're supposed to wait till 5 o'clock that day to get
what
a
do they
spot.
set their alarm and then just jump on it right at that time? Or, how do they do that? And because I see some of these
spot every day, like 3 days in a row. So
yeah, I have seen some people do that, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Don't you think that there should be like some sort of a limitation? I mean, I get that they want to fill the spots, but give some of us a chance.
Yep.
Maybe they're employing the use of some kind of sniping app. They can get it.
Yeah, rapid fire. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Or
I think that
maybe not.
they know that they're allowed to snag them at 5 o'clock, and they maybe just set their alarm and they just check daily. Or do they have the inside scoop? Somebody saying, "Oh, you know what? Check it out. We have X, Y, and Z open."
Those are all good possibilities.
Yeah, I don't know. Conspiracy theories.
All right.
It certainly doesn't seem, well, I don't know. We are meant to be living in a democracy.
Sometimes I just scratch my head. I'm like, the things that make you go, I love being in that group. I love being a part of that community. But sometimes I'm like,
We're right there together.
I'm going to mute so that nobody has to listen to my blow dryer.
All right. So I put a little candle wax, but it's dirty. And so that's why I had to paint that little section over. So I think I'm going to do Be Kind. And this is the first time we've done this, folks. So we're going to...
Bear with.
Did she say this is called it's not called a diffuser? She'll tell.
Yeah, I've forgotten what she said already. Oh my gosh, brain is mush.
And she's going to have to tell us if you cut these individually or do you leave them on the...
So the minis, I cut them individually and I just put them back into the package. But I always, when I cut them, after I cut them, then I turn them over and I take a Sharpie and I write what it is on the back of it so that it can go back on its individual backer sheet. And then we also have a 10-pack of backer sheets that you can buy. So after you've cut them, you can stick them back onto the backer sheet. And then some people just cut the stencil so that the backer sheet is kept intact. So it's more like a personal preference thing, how you like it. I personally just don't care. I've been doing it that way for so long that I just cut them individually. And then I pull out what I need out of the package when I need it. Sometimes it can be a little bit hard to see that way, and some people like to keep them intact. So again, personal preference.
And how do you yours? I know some hang theirs up on a little dowel rod with little...
Yeah, I hang all of mine. That's why I keep them in the package that they come in. And then I have a rolling rack, a rolling clothing rack that I use S hooks on the clothing rack and hang it. So, but there's really no rhyme or reason they go from small to large, but they're not like broken down into seasons, which one of these days I'll be that girl and I'll get around to doing that. Not right now. It's certainly not going to be today.
Tacky towel. Tammy? Tacky towel.
Yeah, the tacky towel is great. So the name tacky towel actually came, that was one of the first accessories that they had come out with year one. And they said they ran a contest to name the towel. So So we didn't want it to be the same as our competitors, call it the same thing. So they were like, let's run a contest for the best name. So my entry that I put in for the name was a whammy shammy.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so that was my entry, and but somebody came up with tacky towel because the back of the stencils is tacky. So I was like, well, okay, I guess that's cool. I don't even remember the name of the girl that won the contest, but
But your name was better.
I like the whammy shammy. But
Yeah.
I also
There's
know
a product here called the Sham Wow. The Sham Wow.
Sham Wow.
That
Yeah,
guy,
so,
the guy that made the Sham Wow.
but I also think to myself, well, had I won, it might have maybe looked a little bit like nepotism, because at the time I was, I had recruited the most people, and I had the biggest sales, and I had the number one team, and we still have the number one team, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so I was like, you know what? It's probably for the best that I didn't win. It probably wouldn't have looked good.
I think Tammy needs to get the waxing cloth so she can remember to de-wax.
The little the buff cloth, the little round buff cloth. Yeah, it's a cute little cloth.
All right, so I did that, and now we're going to use Be Kind. And then try one of those too.
So I'm taking the stencil here. It's very large. I think it's a 15 by 15 is the size. And I'm actually going to trace out what I want and then cut it.
Use the tacky towel a couple times.
Yeah, if you don't have a tacky towel, your t-shirt or a regular bath towel will work just fine.
What about the cat? Not a good idea, or what?
Yeah, I fuzzed the dog and the cat hair off of my pants. Absolutely, that works. A funny story about the cat. Because the stencils are reusable, which is amazing. That's where the value comes in. And I had washed all of my stencils, and you lay them to dry, the tacky side, the sticky side up, and I laid them all out on the counter, and the cat jumped up on the counter that night, and I woke up to this like crazy crashing noise, and and the cat is like cowering in the corner with all these stencils stuck to him. Poor thing.
Oh, I don't have any white chalk, so I'm going to use the permanent white.
Okay, so make sure that once you have used the inks or the chalks, that you wash your stencils. Do you have a little pan of water or something you can put those into until you can get to the sink?
I have the misters and a wipey.
That works too, as long as you have some sort of a water source that you can wash your stencil right away, especially if you're using the permanent ink. And on each one of those packages, it actually gives you all the instructions on the back side.
Oh gosh.
And that white stencil cleaner is like a Mr. Clean Magic eraser without all the chemicals.
Oh wow.
Stacy is asking, Jen, did you cut the butterfly?
I did. I cut it on my laser printer. I have a Glowforge. I also have a big ginormous laser cutter, but I haven't had it hasn't had its maiden voyage yet. I had an appointment today, and again, the nurse put a kibosh on that.
Dang nurse.
Yeah, that dang nurse. So I'm gonna I rescheduled my appointment with the Omtech people to get that started. So I design a lot of my own files, my own SVG files. And the butterfly, the wood cutout will be available in my Etsy shop tonight. So you can buy it to make your own. That's really where my passion is. I love doing stuff like that. I love having something uniquely yours that you can't buy in a big box store.
Just put in the link for your Etsy shop into chat so people can look at it.
Thank you, Potter. I appreciate you. You're amazing.
Yes.
I don't have a Potter, but I have a Vanna.
Do you? Someone who changes the letters?
Vanna, she cleans the Glowforge. She starts the Glowforge when it's ready to go. She cleans my stencils. She cleans all my paintbrushes. So Vanna is AKA my mom. And not that I can't do those things. She's just better at it than I am.
And it makes everything run more smoothly.
Yes.
Stacy says it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, that was fail safe. Tammy's done her first tag.
There we go. So I cut the so I'm not going to toss these out because I can use these on smaller projects, but I am going to kind of clip that. So I junk journal, and I like to use our rub-on transfers for my junk journaling.
Yep. All your little scraps, you're going to use them.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Are you kidding, crafters? We don't get rid of anything. And somebody says crafters are hoarders. I don't believe we are hoarders. This
Collectors,
is my personal
curators.
Yes, we are curators. I like to think of us as craft heroes, where we rescue crafting supplies from going to the land called Phil.
Good old Phil.
Right?
You clean all your fuzz off? You clean all your fuzz off the back or no?
I do sometimes, and I just use a Clorox wipe or a Lysol wipe to do that. Don't use baby wipes on the back side because they have a oil to them.
All right.
So you can use a Clorox wipe on the back to take the fuzz off. So, when do you get to see the grandbaby again?
Maybe Labor Day. Well, no, that's a lie. We get to see his mom is gonna have baby Clara the end of July, and then his birthday is that next Saturday. So we're gonna stay up in an Airbnb for a week, I think.
That's so nice.
No, my daughter's heading out there tomorrow for a sprinkle. So I sent my little things that I made. Look, y'all. Isn't that cute?
Yay!
All right. This one. Let me see what we got. Let me see. Ooh, I'm gonna. I'm going to dig and see if I can get to that other chop.
Okay, hurry back. I think that Jen is using the heat tool so that she can peel it more easily, possibly. Yes. Charlene says, great job, Tammy.
Yay! Woo! I think I got white permanent ink on mine. Oh well, that's what it's for. I initiated my apron.
She's christened the apron,
Yeah.
everyone.
Okay. I knew I had yellow. Whoop, whoop. So we're gonna do welcome.
See, you knew that helping out a fellow crafter would stand you in good stead at one point. Now you have some yellow.
Sometimes these rub-on transfers, they are a little bit of a pain to get off of the backer sheet.
Does using a bit of tape either side like you do with napkins help or not?
You know, I haven't tried that.
Phyllis, my first tag, my first Be Kind tag.
Yes, I'm sorry I was being a bit lax. Phyllis said I had to step away. What did I miss? When did you step away? Stacy says, I love those stencils. She says,
There we
bee
go.
stencils.
Yay!
It's done. Finally.
And I forget, Charlene, did you say you did hear back and you get to be under me? You get to transfer over to me? I think she might have said she found out.
I've got a frog in my throat. It's really weird.
What kind of frog is it? Is it bullfrog?
I think it's a mud frog.
Maya?
It's definitely not a cane toad, okay? They're not this far south yet.
Yay, my apron's coming clean.
So Potter, where exactly
it's got sizing?
You're from Australia, yes?
Correct. I am. And I'm still in Australia. Haven't moved. I've moved from one side of the country to the other quite some time ago. I was born in Perth, which is on the western side, and I moved to the eastern side. Now I live in Melbourne.
So do they have, like, here in the United States, we have, like, different time zones?
Yes. Okay. I'm in Australian Eastern Standard Time at the moment. There's Australian Western Standard Time. There's two more. There's 2 Central Times. And then it gets more confusing because in daylight saving, some states don't leap forward. Some do. Some go earlier than others.
Yeah, the only one here in the United States that does not change the time is Arizona.
Yep. They want to be different. So they stay Mountain Standard, right? Whereas you're Mountain Daylight.
Yes. So in the summertime, my sister and I are on the same time zone, even though we're only 2 hours apart. And in the winter, we are, she's an hour ahead of me.
Ah.
I always wondered what stencils felt like.
And what do they feel like, Tammy?
Different than what I would think. It's a but it's a little too high. I'm gonna pull it up.
You're cutting out a bit. So I heard, I didn't hear the important words.
I don't know what the technical term is. What's the term?
What's the technical term for what?
The stencils.
It's
a silk screen.
Yeah, they're silk screen and vinyl. So they are they're cut on a bias. So if that's one of the reasons why a lot of people say some, it just depends on your personality. Some say go ahead and wax. Some say you don't necessarily need to do that. But because it's printed on a bias, it can certainly stretch your stencils if you're not careful. Depending on, again, like I said, the surface that you're using. So, look how pretty that turned out.
Gorgeous.
Went over the edge a little bit.
Phyllis is spreading the hearts.
Thank you.
And Charlene says, yes, I have been transferred to you, meaning Tammy.
Yay! Congratulations, your first team member, which means that Charlene, you're part of Team She's Crafty too.
One team, Charlene.
One team, one dream. So you can add her to the team page on Facebook.
Woo!
So
okay, I don't know what that is, but I need to learn. Ivy Lynn has arrived and says, hi everyone, getting here late.
Hi, Ivy.
Better late than never, and we love having you.
Absolutely.
Tammy is playing with new toys, courtesy of Jen.
And I am just doing a cute little project, and with emphasis on our rub-on transfers. So you can actually see the difference between a transfer and a stencil.
Yep.
So do you recommend using Dove soap or just hot water?
Well, I use Dawn. I figure if it's good for baby ducks, it's good for our stencils.
All right, I've got that.
You really would use hot water?
No, not hot water.
Okay,
use
cold water only. Because I've done a lot of silk screening, and we would never wash the screens with hot water because it would fix it.
Right. Oh. Yeah, so it can actually, because they're vinyl, you can actually melt the vinyl. Oh, so you want to use cold water.
I'm glad you guys said that.
Oh, I had
Sorry, you go.
Yeah, I had a home party. This was pre-COVID. I had a home party where I had all these women, and I love doing home parties, but they have to be very small and intimate, because I did one where there were 20 gals all together.
Chaos.
Oh, it was total chaos. And it was like at Christmas time, so they were all drinking, and I don't have a problem with people drinking, but let's drink after we do our project, because some of them weren't paying attention, and I told them to go and clean their stencils, and they turned on scalding hot water, and of course I can't be in two places at once,
and they were shriveled. Oh
yeah, stencils. they were raisin. They look like very large raisins.
Oh man,
yeah.
I used to use a product called Yolano to cut stencils, which looks like you're green. So I'm just like, maybe it's the same stuff.
These stencils are they're the company that produces them for Magnolia. The manufacturer is out of China, so I don't know.
Yeah, but it's obviously a composite material because it comes with the silk screen, whereas we cut out of the Yolano, and then we would fix the Yolano to the screen, and then when we'd finish with it, we'd dissolve it and remove it. So it was, it wasn't a permanent thing like your little stencils are. They're like a permanent little silk screen, and they're all inclusive. So it's just interesting. Ivy Lynn says, oh, that butterfly is darling.
Thank you. I'm going to embellish it. Miss Tammy needs to teach me how to do rag bows.
Oh, I that because
You can do that.
yep. As soon as I get down with this, I can start on one because I wanted to do one for the mailbox today and I didn't get to it.
Awesome. I mean, I can do a messy bow. I mean, I'm sure that it's probably pretty similar, but not quite.
Easier.
Really?
Uh huh.
The messy bows are pretty easy.
I know.
And making rag bows are very cathartic.
Because you're ripping the fabric?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool, because I was planning on ripping fabric anyway.
I would go so far as to say, well, I haven't made a rag bow, but as you're ripping the fabric to get your rag bow, you could even scream and no one would hear you because of the ripping. You could get that out.
That's hilarious.
I'm trying to find something that I can put water in, or should I just go?
What's that? It's like a spindle.
Yes, it's a spindle butterfly.
Ah, how cute! Oh my gosh, look, Tammy. It's really
yeah,
clever.
I'll hold it up in just a second.
All her own invention, peeps.
Isn't that cute?
It is so sweet. The whole idea of it is kind of like faux spindle, but it's so
exactly
cute.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get out some rub and buff out of my.
See, now I want you to get a Glowforge, Tammy. Just think of all the things you could. You don't have to go into a thrift shop. You just rip one up.
That's big no.
To cut this whole little beautiful butterfly took me less than 10 minutes.
Well, how long did it take you to design it, though?
This particular file, about an hour.
What program do you use to make your SVG files?
I use the Silhouette Pro edition.
Right. And just their standard software that comes with it. Because you could probably use Illustrator or Photoshop as well, right?
Yeah. I'm getting ready to learn. What is the name of that program? Oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank?
Creative Pro.
No.
Adobe Suite. Or
No.
Rhino.
It's actually a laser.
Got
a dragon on it. Now I can't remember the name of it all of a sudden off the top of my head. Now I can't remember. It's going to drive me crazy. I'm going to have to call you at 3:00 in the morning. But that program is a little bit more complicated. The Silhouette Pro is definitely a little bit more user friendly, I feel.
Yeah. But probably limits you a bit.
Probably. I can't say for sure, but what I can say is that this program, the bigger machine that I have out there, will only run that software. So what I don't know is once I get that software, once I get the machine ready to load, if the SVG files that I already have, can I load those into the memory bank of that machine and still be able to run it? Or do I have to run that through their software first and recreate the file? That's what I don't know. So when you buy that machine, they give you like a 45-minute tech support one-on-one.
Yes. And you had a foreigner.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that was awful. The language barrier was awful.
For a year though, right? And you haven't fired it up?
No. So I have I have a call into their tech support, and that's the one that I had to cancel today. But they will they'll help me get it all set up. So
Okay, so I'm going to say some, and you can tell me, is it light burn? Is
yes,
it...
light burn. That's
Oh,
exactly
okay.
what it is. Light burn.
Yeah, I suspect, well, light burn is particularly tailored for Omtech, so
Right.
that is going to be really easy schmeezy. But my thought is you can use anything to make an SVG file as long as it can do it. So you could use, you could even use SketchUp, which is free from the internet. You can download it, and you can even use, things like Vectorworks, SolidWorks. Those are architectural CAD drawing type things.
Right.
Inkscape, Corel Draw,
I've heard of Corel.
Revit.
So I do know when I went to the Omtech, when I went into Omtech, into their warehouse, into their showroom, even though the language barrier was there, I did get the gist of that you can load it into the memory bank. There's a memory bank on the actual machine itself.
Right.
And once it's loaded in there, then you don't have to program it again.
Right.
Which Glowforge Sword, they have one of those, but now, and I've had my Glowforge for a really long time. But now they're switching over to where you have to pay for that service monthly.
Of course they are.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of a bummer. So you have to buy their Glowforge Pro in order to use their storage. They'll only give you 30 days worth of storage. So, so the last 30 days worth of files that you fired off are the ones that they will let you store in their free storage. Yep. Everybody wants something.
Let's hope your Omtech is going to be more fail-safe. I mean, it's the way of everyone. Like, now they're just trying to get ongoing payment no matter what.
Right.
You can't ever just buy the software anymore.
Right.
There's
I remember back in the day, some of the software was even free.
Yes. Well, you just got it because you'd bought the other thing. That's called customer service. Phyllis says that's one sexy butterfly. I love it. And Charlene says we need a kit.
Yes. So it will be in my shop. Yeah, it will be in my shop tonight. I just I couldn't take pictures, and so I have everything ready to go, all set up. When you put it on your Etsy shop, it asks you all these questions. I have it all ready to go. I just need to upload the pictures and it'll be ready.
How exciting.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to paste your link tree, and then I have to do Tammy's because it's not right. I have to do Tammy's. I'm so used to it. So I put Jen's link tree up there, which has, all her links, not just the Etsy.
Well, this is pretty. Yeah, we'll use that. Some of that. No, not that.
And here's Tammy.
How many of you have a huge arsenal of ribbon?
Not me. I don't.
No. I have some of that.
I bought some jumbo playing cards. My thought was maybe I can make some large ATCs or make them into a little junk journal. I'm just trying to make myself kickstart because I have still stagnant, not creating anything.
Well, you'll get around to it when you're ready.
It's been a long time. Liz Sanabria is here. Good evening, ladies. Sorry I'm late. Out running errands. Thank you for being here, Liz. So lovely to see you.
Hello, friend. How are you?
Charlene has a huge stash of ribbons.
Oh my goodness. I have so much ribbon, I don't even know what to do with it half the time.
So does Phyllis. She also has a ribbon stash.
Yay! See, we're not
Ribbon
hoarders.
hoarders unite.
We're not hoarders. We are craft rescuers. We're
Okay.
ribbon rescuers.
Ribbon rescuers. The RRs.
So, one of my former neighbors, we decided that we would do a crafting, a girls' crafting night one night, and she brought over this huge bin, like a plastic tub full of Christmas ribbon. And she left it there, and she was like, just take whatever you need. And so I took a couple of rolls out, and then like a week goes by, and I'm like, hey, I still have all your ribbon here. And she was like, yeah, I know, I'll come and get it. And another week goes by, and I was like, hey, I still have all your ribbon here. And she's like, yeah, I know, I'm not in a hurry for it. And I'm like, okay. And then like the third time I said, hey, I still have all your ribbon. It's waiting for you. It's here in the bin waiting for you. And she was like, just keep it. I have 4 more bins just like it.
She was using the storage company of Jen.
Yes. Oops. So I ended up with all of her Christmas. I have more Christmas ribbon than I know what to do with. Let me see if I can call Vanna in here because I need something.
Liz says, hello, Tammy, Potter, Jen.
Hi, Liz. Good to see you. We'll get off of here at 7:30. We usually go an hour, but I'm gonna.
I was going to say, but I didn't want to. You're very good with the time, though. Liz says, that's pretty, Tammy.
The first Magnolia design I did. I'm happy with it. And then I had to go rush and get and clean my stencils so as not to stain them.
Phyllis says, Tammy, they are cute.
Okay. Jen, I just usually do six little cuts of an inch.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So about this big or more?
That big?
So about an inch wide?
Yeah, about an inch wide.
Okay. Then I'm going to need some more.
But then she just cuts all of them so she doesn't have to cut, then tear, cut, then tear.
I did not do that until a follower said, why don't you just do 6 slits and cut all? I'm like, you're so smart. Why am I smart? So,
but then I remember another person came on and said, thank goodness, at last someone's not doing the snip and tear, snip and tear.
Thin stuff? Thinner? Okay, thanks, Mom. So I'm not the best at ripping fabric. Like when I rip it, it goes all sideways.
It always does for the first one because you just need to get in line with the warp. The warp threads are the long threads.
thanks, Phyllis. Thank you.
See, is that one more even, the second one, Jen?
Yeah, it looks to be even.
Yeah. It's just because, the first bit's kind of cut. And so.
Got it. Okay.
So let me know how many strands you have.
I got to cut a couple more because you said 6. So
Yeah.
I got 4 out of that.
And that looks like very sturdy material as opposed to Tammy, who's got quite thin material. So that's probably why it's harder too.
I love doing rosettes out of drop cloth.
See? Now I need to learn that too.
Yep, you sure do.
Okay. One more tear and we should be good to go. All right. I got my 6.
So you hold them up?
Oh, I'll like in a ponytail.
Yep.
Okay.
Charlene says, I'm trying to get the confidence to do a medallion on a jean jacket.
Ooh. like a
Ooh.
dazzled medallion. Okay, then
Okay.
you just like 3 fingers or 4 fingers and comb through it, Jen.
Okay.
All the strings. Well, not all the strings out. Let's not be a liar. It gets a lot of the strings out.
The most
Got it.
annoying of the strings.
Yes.
Pulling the strings. Okay.
You have a lot of strings on your fingers?
I got quite a bit of a pile here.
Yes. So you just throw that away. When I'm
I
there,
have permission to throw some crafting stuff away. Oh my goodness.
Well, you can keep it if you want and make a whole lint pile.
A bird's nest out of it. What you make? What can you make out of that?
Lots of things.
Cat toy.
You might be able to use it for felting. Who knows?
I've never done felting. There was a lady that did that at a craft fair that was like 2 booths down from me one year, and let me just tell you, I was so fascinated.
Pat, are you coming down to the retreat? She says, when I'm there, we'll order the stuff. What's she talking about, Willis?
I don't know. I think when she's at the point where she's going to do it.
Oh.
Okay.
But
right.
It could be she's saying when she's at your place. It could be a surprise. She could be at your door tomorrow.
Jen is signed up for my retreat.
Yay.
So can you look through here and see if you can find some in there, Mama, please? Yeah, I'm really excited about that retreat. I got the email the other day and I kind of skimmed through it a little bit.
Oh, you got it? Even though I sent it to you after you didn't get the group message because I put, instead of Monagle, I put Mamagle.
Yes.
McGonagall.
Close. Yeah. Do I need different colored ribbons?
I'm using like I usually use 3 or yeah.
She uses lots of different colored ribbons. I mean, fabric.
The print, they have lots of strings. Ugh.
Okay, well, I'm going to use ribbon because I like textures.
Yeah,
great. I'm going to use ribbon and the fabric. Is that okay?
Yep. Tammy's even used beads in hers. And what else have you used?
I made this last night.
And jute, sometimes.
Potter told me you sold the patriotic bow in your auction. I'm like, oopsies.
So do I need 6 of these too?
No, probably 4 for the.
That's pretty bold.
It's not an exact science. It's a like, how much looks about right? Is that right,
yes.
Tammy?
That's right.
Yes, I don't measure anything.
Yes, Charlene is confirming it's when she feels confident, not when she's at your door tomorrow. That's a separate thing.
Dang.
She's going, dang. Wouldn't
that
be so cute if
phone.
Charlene just turned up at your door? And then she'd see how messy your front way is.
Just my craft room. I still got my entryway and dining room. I just allowed Phyllis in the house. All clean besides my craft room.
Well done.
We never talk about a woman's craft room. That's like taboo in the crafting industry. Okay, well, that got 3, so.
Nice.
And that did not get anything. Let's pick out a different one. Now I know why it was on sale.
Because there was nothing to it. It was
right.
Tammy uses a lot of like fat quarters, especially when she finds at Walmart. I'm pretty
Guess what?
sure.
Oh, you
Hey,
know
I
what?
stupidest thing today.
What?
Uh, um, Corey is registered on baby list, and it takes you to the store, and then it takes you back to the baby list, and you can say, "I just purchased this," and it gives you
Yep.
their address so they can write a thank you, and it takes it off their registry.
Yep.
So I ordered the baby crib mattress and the baby crib pads, and it took me to Walmart, and I had his address in there because of the times that I've ordered groceries up there.
Uh,
Then I got on and ordered $75 to $85 worth of groceries that I thought were being delivered here, and most of it was some Waverly paint, some yarn to do candy for a follower, and tiramisu stuff. Those lady fingers are like $8. Heavy whipping cream $4 a thing, and Andrew was in the group text saying, "Hey, Mom, thanks for all the groceries."
Oh no.
and Corey just loves the yarn. Thanks for the yarn, Mum.
But luckily, Abby's going to be up there. I said, "Send all the craft stuff home with Abby." And I thought, oh, I had tiramisu stuff, so I said, "Pull up 4 easy ingredient tiramisu, Corey." Dang, dang.
How cute. But did you
Whoopsie.
go back to the baby registry and remove it as well? Did you forget that bit,
Well, that was
Tammy?
registry. I was on Walmart.
I know, but you said then it automatically sends you back to the baby registry. So did you actually go back to the baby registry and remove the baby stuff? And did it then say, hang on, there's not tiramisu stuff on the baby registry. You can't
Now
remove it.
back, and it just said you check a box and it says, yes, I purchased this item. Hey, Robin buys and DIYs, message me so we can get you on here on a Thursday.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
Well, well, I hope they enjoy your groceries.
Yes, they will.
it's 3 bananas, so like that, and it's mainly I don't even know how much. I don't think I got much groceries. It was mainly fat quarters, so I'll get all that back. But I had a friend to make some tiramisu this weekend.
That's one dessert I don't particularly like.
Oh,
Can we still be friends?
we can still be friends, girl.
You can have all my tiramisu.
Jen seems to be going through an ephemera stash. What's that
I
got to do
am.
with
I'm going
rag
through an
clothes?
ephemera stash. I was hoping that I could find some butterflies, but so far to no avail. So,
Robin, I'm a Magnolia design rep, so I would love if you ever want to do silk screening to sign up under me.
Can you do that if you're in Canada?
Oh, can you?
no, we don't ship to Canada yet, but there is definitely something in the works, but that's all I know. I can't say when. I don't know exactly how that's going to pan out, but the pandemic definitely put a lot of kibosh on us moving into other countries. Um, so,
So
but it's
scrap that,
definitely
Robin.
in the works. Yeah. So that's all I know about that.
I'm still excited about Charlene that her rep let her move over to my team. Whoop, whoop. Well, it's Jen's team. We are part of it now.
Charlene says, my favorite. Now I wish I was coming to visit. Well, you'd be going to visit Corey and Andrew, like me, and getting your tiramisu, not Tammy.
Jen,
all right. So what's next on the ribbon? What are we doing?
I have 4 different ones.
Okay, so I have different ribbon and then I have cloth, so I'm sure it'll work the same, right?
So
Yep.
we do a 2-part this. Nope, we still did a 2-part. Okay, so do you have a zip tie?
No.
You can use a piece of material. So
Or jute.
the zip tie, because then you can really yank it around and it ain't going nowhere.
Got it. Okay, so
You can
note to self.
at the Dollar Tree.
Right, I was just gonna say note to self. Next trip to Dollar Tree, I need some zip ties.
White. I like the clear ones.
Where did I put my jute string? No. Okay, I'm gonna watch you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna layer, keep stacking it on top of each other.
See, now she's sorting them out, Jen, where she wants them.
One. Oh. And I want to end up with this yellow buffalo check, which was longer because I bought it from Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
So do about 8 of those, just a straight line.
Okay.
I made chicken tacos, so that's what we're having for dinner. I made them yesterday or the day before for Abby. So, and then some black beans.
Well done, Jen.
Found the jute string. It became a cat toy. It's looking a little worse for the wear. Look at that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, it is a rag bow, so it's perfect.
I have
Yes.
8 strips going across. Do you have 8 strips yet?
No,
Okay.
she's just watching you.
Okay, because I had to find the jute string. Okay,
right.
so
Yep. So she's starting on her 8 now.
I'll build my other 8 stack. You're going to do 2 stacks of them, Jen. The same.
One for the bow and one for the tails is what she's doing, I think.
You are so smart, Partalyn.
Ivy Lynn says, I've been driving and listening. I had willpower and drove by the ice cream place.
oh, I don't know if I'd have willpower today. I like ice cream.
Do you know that Robin works in an ice cream place?
Do you work at Baskin Robbins?
I don't know if she does. I think it's more
a specialty.
Yeah, a more unique kind of one-off place because she had, I don't know. I mean, like the other day she was showing her very berry strawberry ice cream, which is made with real strawberries.
Yum.
Okay, so I have to have 2 stacks of 8, yeah?
Yeah. And when you're making a longer one, I tie 2 of these stacks together to make a longer rag bow.
So you have like little flags halfway down because it's made longer.
Okay.
So she just joins bits of the, if you rip the fabric, she'll join 2 of them together to make it as long as she wants.
You just knot it.
Ivy Lynn says, oh, now I can see the crafts. I'm actually pulled over in Plaza with Hobby Lobby and TJ Maxx, but still have the willpower and not going in. Yes, it could be fading. She's saying, love the bow.
All right, so I got to use a different one, so we'll do that. Okay, cool. I got my 2 stacks. It's not going to be perfect bow, but it's Jen bow.
Okay, with the one of the stacks, you just pick up from the center, and that is your tails.
Okay, got it.
And I put that over my lap.
Okay.
Or just because I don't have a lot of work area. This
put it to one side.
Same.
This pick it up. All the right fabric is facing you, and you go like that and just flip it like that.
Okay, so picking it up.
Yeah, just flip it so the back side is like that, and then you do a cause.
Oh, okay, got it.
Potter calls it something different. Potter, what do you call it?
Awareness ribbon.
Awareness
In
ribbon.
more sense, awareness ribbon.
Okay.
Okay, and you
See, it's like a little crossover. It's just she's
Uh-huh.
just crossed it over.
so the larger you can get it this way is the larger the loops are going to be. So you just kind of work it and work it. And you
Make the loop as big as you can.
Okay.
Okay. Then you
It's about as big as I'm gonna get it.
okay. So you take from the center top to the where that meets, and you pinch it, and that is your bow.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you pick up your tails.
Okay.
You hold it all together and cinch it, pinch it, cinch it in the center. And I'm going to use a zip tie, and you're going to use a piece of really
Jute
whatever you can really.
I'm gonna use some jute string.
You want the tails on the back, right?
Tails.
Kelly?
No, the little stragglers go in the front.
Little stragglers go in the front. Got it. But the tails go in the back.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, gotta separate that again.
And we'll make a messy bow too, in case anybody.
And now you can see how the cable tie makes it so much easier.
Yes.
Oh man, I totally jacked that. It's a Jen jacked bow.
So you're on your first one. Practice makes perfect.
So you shake it out.
Yep. Shake it off.
Where you're using
Shake it out.
zip tie, you can just pull those little.
Right. You can pull some of them a little bit tighter, some of them a little looser. I can see where that would be helpful.
Rearrange it. So
Yeah.
she's judging it, in
And
the
then
words of Queer Eye.
some of the ribbon, some of your ribbon might be the same forward and backwards. So you love fabric in ribbon that are same forward and backwards. But if it needs if it's backwards, but this is the front of the bow, you want everything facing this way. And you can have your chi hot iron in here and just go down it, or you can use your little iron. And
I'm not bougie enough to have a chi.
now you separate all those little loops.
But I do have a Cricut of the little guy.
A little Joy.
Yeah, I have the little guy.
You mean the little heat press? Little
Yeah.
teeny heat press.
Oh, that's what I had. Well, does it look like that?
Yeah, the little guy.
Aw. Mine once, but it wasn't to do a transfer. But I want to. Okay, now you just your loops so you can appreciate all the layers that you have in there.
She still hasn't tied her string yet.
Yeah,
just so you know, Tammy.
Tie the string.
Because she had to redo it because she lost control of it because she doesn't have a cable tie like you.
Yes.
Been there, done that.
She needs another hand almost.
Yeah. That. Okay, so this would be a cute little shelf leaner against the welcome, and I just got.
You're putting that on your mailbox, right?
I was going to,
but you've changed your mind.
No,
typical.
No, we're gonna do this one. But look at this little bee I got from Temu.
That's cute.
We're going to. Oh, it's a little pin, so that's gonna be a little bit.
I've heard you know, I'm an affiliate with Temu just like you are, and I've heard some grumblings about Temu
Nobody's
lately.
talking about it, but like I say, anything you've ordered off the internet, see how cute that is in the center. Aw. If you've ordered anything off of the computer, they have your information. That's why
Exactly.
you have to get new credit cards every so often. You have to get new
And
debit.
change your password every 3 months if you can.
Yeah, I had to contact 2 friends that I got friend requests from. Well, one of my followers, Cheryl, asked me to be their friend. I accepted it, and she said, "Hi, hi," or whatever. And I said, "Wait, we were already friends." I messaged her. I said, "Wait, I think you have to go change your password."
Yeah, I got a message today that said, "Hey, can you do me a favor?" Which I thought was kind of strange from one of my customers today. And I was like, "Sure, what's that?" And they're like, "Can you go and approve blah blah blah?" And I was like, "Nope." No, sorry, I can't. So I deleted the message.
Yes.
I mean, I for you know how like you can shake your phone and report it. So I reported it and then deleted it, and then blocked and deleted. All right.
And if you wanted, I always use them mainly for tray or sitting on top of books. But if you wanted to hang it up, you would just use another piece and find the center of your bow and do a little loopy loop so you can hang it.
So I'm assuming you fluff all of the little loops out.
Yes, you do.
You just can't be as rough about it as Tammy because you've only got the string that might
Right.
come undone.
Right. I did kind of go around it a few times, but still.
Yeah.
And jute string's slippery as it is anyway.
Yes, it'll make it just looser if you're too
Like Julia, slippery little bugger.
Yes, I say that all the time.
Suckers, slippy little suckers, not bugger.
Yeah. So with all the extra stuff that you have, we're gonna make a messy bow. And
All right, I got a couple of messy pieces here too, so
okay,
we'll decide which one's going to go on the beautiful butterfly.
oh Deborah, this material isn't the same forward and backwards, so you have to, when you push it down on your bow dabra, you have to twist it so the good face.
Potter, did you say something?
No, now you've got string cough.
Yes.
When you rip that rag bow, it does throw up some particles.
Yes, it does.
So lubricate. Water.
Jute string does that to me.
Yes.
I think that I have I think I have an allergic reaction to it.
Yeah, I think a number of people do.
Look, Potterlin, I have the little push down.
I know. So proud of you. I just love having the matching, hardware. I don't like innovation.
Well, I don't like the way that looks, so let's try it again. And I think that might be a little too fat anyway.
Oh, you're doing like a crisscross bow?
Yeah. Those ones to me are easy. I don't like that. I'm just using remnants of whatever I had.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same, so you can be as messy. You don't have to keep it.
I do not have a bow dabra. I have.
You have a glove though, so.
I have the Easy Bow Maker, and that thing's kind of a pain in the butt.
I think that's what Gia has. All right, so you can pull it up, guys, and you can barely do that. So that's the layers, but I take the top 2 layers and I rotate them that way So now you kind of have it's a kind of a crisscross bow, but it's going to be a crisscross messy bow. There we go. And then we're going to put our bee inside it.
You can get a mini bow maker bow dabber for only $12, Jen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're the little ones, and the bigger ones are like 27.
All you need is the little ones.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they were that inexpensive.
Yeah. I'll send you a link from Tammy's Amazon with the small one so you can have a look at it at least.
Yes, please.
So here's the little messy bow, and we are going to put the little Temu bee in there. Is that not cute?
That's cute. It's like a flower.
Like a little flower.
They used to be $9.99. They only recently went up. I'm so boring. I can't believe how boring I am. Talking about the prices of things.
You're informative.
I think I had heard somebody say that the price had gone up on them, and that's what kind of had turned me off on it. But that's still pretty cheap.
Yeah, they both have gone up. Used to be $19.99 for the big one and $9.99 for the little one. Charlene says, "Great job on the rag bow, Jenna, and Tammy's are always beautiful."
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, not bad for a rookie.
I know. You pleased? Like now you've got the basics. You just need to practice, and then before you know it, you'll be making them your own. And you'll be teaching.
I am a huge Halloween fan, and I have a bunch of those jelly rolls from Walmart.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
So, I'll just practice, and then when I get tired of making bows, then I'll just throw them onto my Etsy store, and somebody can buy them pre-made.
Sounds great.
Look at that.
See, this was my version of a rag bow, and it looked like Dookie.
It's adorable.
Well,
Tammy, you could make that the front of a little mini journal.
A lot of times I put the wired ribbon into my rag bows because
I think I like this one better though. For my butterfly.
Thank you, Phyllis. I'm happy.
Yes, it looks lovely and generous, Jen. That's why I like it.
Yes, I
love a generous craft. Phyllis says, adorable.
So I'm going to add the little hanger to it. Then I'm going to add my, I'm almost done. It's almost completed.
You were just looking for a butterfly. Did you find a little butterfly in your ephemera stash?
No, but I found this. So I can put that onto the...
I'll go get the mailbox. Phyllis already saw it.
Oh, that's gorgeous little tag.
Yeah, it is. It's really pretty. And that came from Temu. I buy a lot of my junk journal stuff from Temu.
Yeah. Phyllis says, girl, always a pro. Mm-hmm. Charlene loves it.
So, because I live so close to Los Angeles, and I actually used to work at Disneyland. There was this show in California Adventure called Bug's Life, and every time I see butterflies, it makes me think of that show. And so
that's from the movie. It's a Bug's Life, right?
The Bug's Life, yeah, from the movie. So he always says, "Look, I'm a beautiful butterfly."
My Mackenzie style that I finished it off with, Potter. After
I know, it's adorable.
I was
We're not
really
allowed to say Mackenzie Childs inspired any longer.
Well, we're on YouTube. It's
It's
harder for them to
dumb.
discern it.
a napkin, so I can say that. It's actually a Mackenzie Child napkin, and I didn't know it has yellow drag marks, and so
Mhm.
it worked really well with that napkin. We are out of this napkin, Potterland. Napkin.
Okay. I will make sure it's removed.
I'm gonna try to find it.
I have to charge my mouse first.
Oops.
I have to
It
transfer the
almost sounds
picture.
dirty. I gotta charge my mouth first.
Charlene says, I think my mailman is tired of delivering to me packages too. Phyllis says, your mailbox is gorgeous in person.
Thank you.
So I've got some
That's so beautiful.
Sweet Annie here that I'm gonna add to the bowl.
You must
Sweet
have had
Annie.
it for a while because I can't find it. It's out.
I have a big bundle of it that I'm hoarding.
No,
But I did
you're not hoarding, you're curating it. See,
smells
you've taught me, Jen, now.
amazing. Yes.
Potterland, find me an alternative to Sweet Annie.
Okay.
From what I understand, it's not all that hard to
Grow.
grow.
Yeah,
Yeah. Might be in Texas though. I think it does better in the slightly cooler areas. That's just from memory because I looked it up.
Princess Ada, Ivy Lynn said that's her.
Yes. Yeah, you read it, Tammy, because I was going to, but I didn't.
Bug's Life is my favorite. Flick and Princess Ada.
I'm a
Phyllis
beautiful
says,
butterfly.
Charlene, you're helping him keep his job. That's true. You're creating work and therefore helping a fellow American. It's very patriotic of you.
So I keep
to buy from a Chinese site.
I keep my fabric in all the yellows in one family, all the purples in one family, so it's
Okay,
easy.
I'm over this. This is a brand new
Shore bonder,
and I've only used it like maybe for a month or two. My other one worked great until it just got too clogged. I think
have
I'm
you
gonna
got the
switch.
right? Are they the right size glue sticks?
Yeah, they're the full size glue sticks, and
it's like it's not getting hot enough to melt them properly.
It's pretty dang hot, so I don't know what is up with that, but it's not going through, and I think I want to switch to a different brand of glue gun. What do you guys recommend? I have
that it has a precision
Monvict,
but it does not have an on and off switch, so I would recommend an on and off switch. I just keep it on
it's gonna drive me crazy, so we're gonna switch to some stick fast.
I'll send you Tammy's link for all the glue guns that she's ever used, so you can have a look at those too. But I know that the Crafty brother loves the new master.
I order my glue sticks from
Aztec, yeah.
Aztec 5-pound box at a time.
Well, I thought it was bigger than that, but I could be wrong.
That's gonna drive me bonkers, man.
Ivy Lynn says yes, and what's the line? Ants can't think. No.
Ants can't think. No. That was such a cute show. I'm sad that they took it out.
I got this at a thrift store. Oh, last week when I was with my sister in Abbey, and look, it's already.
Wow. Oh, I'm so jealous.
I should have used that today.
I bought a plastic champagne flute. I'm going to try and use it as a riser in a tier tray I'm trying to make.
Woo!
Charlene says, we don't have delivery of any mail at least 2 days a week. And I know this because I've put mail out for him to take and it has not been touched. Maybe he's like passive aggressively dealing with your mail, Charlene.
Mine, no, I took mine because I have forgotten to put my mail out there for him to pick up. So I gave him some chocolates and stuff. He goes, "You don't have to do that." And I said, "Oh, I felt bad." He said, "Thank you." I said, "No, thank you." So then last week I had that auction stuff out there and some napkins that, they only ordered 2 or 3 napkins. So I put it in a 2 business size envelopes with a forever stamp. He took everything but left that on those 2 envelopes on my front porch. I'm like, why wouldn't he have taken that? And you know why? Because it's little enough to go in the blue box. But he could have taken
No,
So
I know why he didn't take it, because now you've given him chocolates once. You have to keep feeding him the chocolate.
twice
Yeah.
because I up
put a
twice.
bottle of water out there and some snacks.
Stupid glue gun.
That during COVID.
I finally got it to work. I got this. I cut this piece off and like it was adhered to the side, and now it's working.
Ugh.
So I think I'm gonna have to just switch glue guns.
You should write a letter of complaint, a strongly worded letter of complaint, just to whatever its name is.
Dude, I don't even have to write letters anymore.
Your bonder is not sure. It's a maybe bonder.
Yeah, it's not a sure bonder, but yeah, it's it might work bonder.
Yeah, it's when I feel like it bonder.
Yes. Makes I don't even write letters anymore. I use ChatGPT.
I don't even know what ChatGPT is. I know that people have been up in arms about it, but I don't know what it is.
It's artificial intelligence. It'll write anything for you. It's amazing.
It's a program?
Yeah, so you can download it onto your cell phone. And you can say, for example, I can say, give me 5 examples of team building strategies, and it'll write it all for me.
Oh my God. That is just going to make us even lazier. I'm not doing it. I'm already worried about my brain as it is. That's going to just take me over the edge. Before you know it, complete mush.
Oh, in there.
This smells so good, you guys, with the Sweet Annie on there.
Aww.
Brag.
What is that little, what's that little checkerboard thing you just put on there, Tammy?
It's a little material bow that came off my lemons today. But it
cute. I love it. The little detail.
Thank you.
Oh, look at what both of you have made. How clever are you both? We're so blessed.
Well, we are blessed that you...
Yes, thank you so much for being the admin and watching that chat for us. We appreciate you.
Oh, that's so sweet. I always feel embarrassed afterwards and think, oh, God, I talk too much.
No
way. It's entertaining. Keeps us busy.
And we're going to do our best to get Potter Lynn to the retreat, Jen, so you can meet her in person.
That would be awesome. Let's do a GoFundMe.
No.
Well, how about this? Maybe we could find somebody to donate travel points.
No. I just want to see how I'm going with the health thing.
I finished it. Look how pretty that turned out.
It's gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
She turned out beautiful. It's a beautiful butterfly. And there's that little tag there that...
Take a picture on CCC, please.
Oh, yes, please do.
And then look at your calendar to see what Thursday you can join us back.
Yes, I would love that.
And start yourself a YouTube channel, Jen.
I do have a YouTube channel. I just have not been super active.
I couldn't find it. I looked and looked. There's so many ShesCrafties.
So I will. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
So
Well, I'll send you the Amazon links,
it's
and
not.
you can just reply.
I've only got like 5 things on my YouTube channel. It's super small.
That's all right. We can still subscribe to you.
Right, because I've been trying to grow my Pinterest.
Right.
So, but now I need to like take videos and upload them and then send them over to Pinterest. Like it's a whole thing.
There's
You know what I really need?
Nancy.
I really need somebody to show me how to do those really pretty like intros that when you come to YouTube that you see like my pretty face with my pretty project and it says like the text on the side and then you click on it, then it goes into the video. I need somebody to show me how to do that.
I think you do that in Canva.
Well,
and then, right?
Well, that would be the easiest solution, but
so this is my little scrubber for my
yes, that's your stencil cleaner.
Stencil cleaner.
All right, so anyone who's watching, if you are at all interested in becoming a member of Tammy's team, you don't necessarily have to build a team or sell anything. You can join just for the discount. Members get a 35% discount. Plus, when you first join, you also get an additional 10% off of your one of your first purchases within the first 60 days of joining. Plus, you get all this amazing training. You get camaraderie. Like, there's so many benefits that we probably would have to have a whole nother segment for all of the amazing benefits. But if you are at all interested in joining Tammy's team, she would love to hear from you.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Where Jen was our Peeps in Pajamas VIP. That was that last Sunday or the Sunday before?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a confession to make.
What?
So I was not wearing pajamas because I don't normally sleep in pajamas. So technically I was wearing my birthday suit, but I had clothes on top of it because, I'm not like the emperor. The emperor's.
You have clothes.
I did have clothes on, but yeah, I don't.
We would have told you if you didn't have clothes.
Right?
We would.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of, I saw my very first adult video on Facebook like a couple of weeks ago, and I was completely mortified. I was like, my eyes are burning. Like, I didn't even know that was possible on Facebook.
How did that happen?
And actually I got one on Pinterest too. So slowly it's making its way over there. I'm like, are you kidding me? Where are the monitors for this kind of stuff?
I'm getting some very strange like anime porn. It's weird.
No, this was real people and they were live on Facebook.
I think that's just the gateway. You see, if you click on the anime porn, I think it takes you to the so-called live people.
Lord.
I mean, it freaked me out. I was like, I couldn't get away from it fast enough. I reported it. I blocked it. I did all of the things, but I was like, oh my gosh.
I couldn't get out of it fast enough, she says.
I can't see. Wait. What was that? Oh. Yeah, it was a lot.
I hate those things because it always scares me that I've been hacked or something. And then I think, oh my God, they're on my computer.
Right?
Yes.
I remember when chat rooms, like the AOL chat was like a thing.
Mm-hmm. And ASL, age, sex, location.
Yes, ASL.
First question.
And I remember that my dad had all of this stuff that got downloaded onto his work computer.
Oh, no.
And he was like, that was not mine. That was not mine. Come to find out, it was my nephew, and he had downloaded a bunch of stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And he had done it to so back then, you have these little flash drive things.
Yes.
So he downloaded a bunch of stuff onto my, he was a preteen. He didn't really know what he was doing, but he downloaded a bunch of pictures onto my flash drive. And that's when I was really scrapbooking a whole lot. So I took my flash drive over to Walmart to print out the pictures.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
and
my
you got arrested.
God. Like some of them were so graphic, and I was so embarrassed because the photo guy was standing there helping me with the machine because I couldn't figure all of it out. And he was like, whoa. I'm like, those are not my pictures. What can you can't even, there's no walking that back.
No, people have judged you already. It's too late.
Yeah, there was no walking it back. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I was working there at the time, so I had to go by the guy like all the time. I'm like,
oh my God.
Not mine, not my pictures. Every time you walk past him.
You're not mine.
Kind of like Seinfeld. No peek, no peek.
Oh my gosh, every time I think of Seinfeld, I think, no soup for you. No porn for you. No porn for you.
Charlene said, I hate my Shaw Bonder. Also, I have a friend that just got one off Amazon and she loves it.
From Sure Bonder? Or is it a different brand?
Charlene hates hers, but Charlene's friend got one and she loves hers. So maybe it's hit or miss. Quality assurance.
Yeah, so my first one was great, so I bought another one, and this one's awful, and this one's brand new. Yeah. So I definitely need to let Chat GPT write me a very strongly worded letter.
That sounds great. We don't get Shaw Bonder here, so I don't have that problem.
There's another brand. It's this brand. What is this brand? Chandler. I love their heat tool. I love their heat tool. It gets so hot, look, it even melted the tip of that. So I love it. So I'm thinking that maybe I wanted to try their glue gun.
Good idea. Maybe they'll send you one for freebies.
A precision head on it.
Yes. That's what Tammy lives by, the precision head. Precision
Tammy lives by the precision head.
Sorry, guys.
Walked right into that.
I'm all just I'm innocent.
I love watching Wacky Jackie and Isabel. The two of them together are freaking hilarious.
Yes.
They are so funny. You got to meet some of those gals, didn't you?
I got to meet Marie. I watched her today on Craft Around the Clock with Treasures.
Right. She's doing my event on Sunday. I have an event, a Father's Day event on Sunday on Facebook that I am hosting.
Yeah, you love me. What time?
It starts at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll go until my segment is the very last one. We have learned that it's always best for me to end so that I don't have people that go over.
Right.
So I always end my events, and my segment is at 9:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. But on the West Coast, it's only 7:15, so I'm like, woohoo!
Yeah,
dinner and a movie if I want to.
She did ask me, but I have my challenge box, and my box came from the Crafty brother.
Have you seen it yet? Have you opened it yet?
You can't open it until Sunday.
Not allowed.
Oh, that's stressy. Is that on Sunday?
Sunday. And then the twist, she always has a twist, and the twist this year or this month is you have to turn something into a barbecue. So I bought a little tin pan that says something about barbecue, because you are allowed to use stuff from your craft room.
Okay.
So, about that.
I'll have to watch the replay.
It sounds very stress-inducing to me, not being able to see it before.
And her daughter Brinley, that's 7, they bought 2 mystery boxes from me, and they'll be opening them when I go on and crafting I do. So it'll be their second month that they've done that.
Yeah,
But
I
also
did a
tomorrow
mystery
you've
box
got your
challenge. Yeah, I did one mystery box challenge, and that was around Valentine's Day. And we only had to use 3 items out of the box.
Yeah, that's
to
how
do
our
this. Yeah,
do what
I literally used every something from every single piece of that box. Let me just tell you, it looked like somebody had. It looked like my craft room threw up on that project. But it was. I wanted to rise to the challenge and use some like every little bit of what
that's
came in the box.
cool.
And you can say to yourself, more is more. More is more.
Yes. The only thing that I do not use in my crafting plethora of stuff is glitter. Glitter to me is the COVID of crafting.
I don't like glitter, but I do use diamond dust more toward
Occasionally, I will use diamond dust. I use it more in the winter than I do in the summer. Because I like to use it on Christmas crafts.
Me too.
And
Well,
you
thank
use
you so very
stickles.
much for having me. I appreciate
You are
you.
welcome. I'm going to go heat up some black beans and some chicken taco meats.
Yum. Sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Potter, for
my
being our admin. We appreciate you. And thank you, everyone who
My
joined us
pleasure.
live or whether you're on the replay. We appreciate you.
Thank
Have a
you.
blessed,
I
beautiful night,
thoroughly
everyone.
watched you crafting.
Jen.
Thoroughly enjoyed watching you crafting. Sorry.
Did you just say you like watching Jen better than your Peep?
No.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm biased.
Absolutely not. I know who her ride or die is.
Yeah.
I'm not at all offended.
No, I enjoyed watching both of you.
Exactly. I'll share. I don't know if Tammy will share, but I'll share.
Yes.
Very generous.
But 2 weeks chat and craft.
Oh, speaking of being generous, just one more thing I wanted to mention in case that person hops on later on. I don't know who it was that had won my prize from. She never contacted me, so make sure that we connect.
I have that information and I can send it to you.
Awesome.
I don't have her app. I have the name, and Potter's
Right.
keep diving in and finding people's info.
Yes, I am.
So I
very
just want to
good
make
at
sure
stalking.
that. Yeah, I just want to make sure she gets her gift.
Very good.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Jen, and thank you for the words and the "you're my type" that you sent.
You're welcome. You have a beautiful night, my friend. And Charlene, again, welcome to the team.
Thank you. All right,
bye, guys.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Okay, Charlene.
What time?
I assume you're being absent for a reason. Hugs if you need them.
Aw. Jen, do you know what time you're going to be on?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
On Sunday?
No, tomorrow.
I don't. I'm not on tomorrow that I know of. That I know of. I mean, certain things are known to happen, but I was planning on spending the day thrift store shopping tomorrow.
Woo!
Here in Las Vegas.
You two got to go together.
Yeah, we have a sorting station here in Las Vegas for Goodwill, and they bring out these ginormous bins that are just packed full of stuff, and it is the craziest thing. So when you go there, it's not per item, it's per pound.
Yes.
So you load up your cart and you roll it onto the scale, and
need in Houston has one. I just haven't been.
It is the craziest thing. So when you go there for the first time, just be prepared that there are rules and standards that they have. So you have to stand behind the red line. I do suggest standing behind all of the regulars because they are on a dead tilt run to get to the bins when they open them up for shopping, and it's like the craziest thing. And I'm like, wow. So once you get the hang of it, once you've seen it done a couple of times, then you're like, okay, I can do this. But the first time it's a little startling because it's like a stampede of
Oh
people.
my gosh.
If you can imagine Cabbage Patch Kids stampede, like that.
Oh my gosh. Well, have fun.
All right. You have a good night, guys.
Thanks, Jen. Until we see each other again, stay crafty, sweet peeps. Bye. Thank you, Potterlyn.
My pleasure.